Solo queue looking fun? Yeah, it's fun. I think the first 2 games were fun because they were JP lobbies and everything else has felt pretty underwhelming. But hey, at least the first 2 games were enjoyable. It's like a debate that's going on. Is like, would you enjoy solo queue if you had to wait 5 minutes for better lobbies? And I'm like, yes, because I enjoy about like a 10th of the games of solo queue right now, so I don't even care. Doing nothing is probably more enjoyable than playing just actual solo ranks with how bad the skill gap is. This rank is never going to be fixed because Nintendo just wants rank to be participation trophies to feel good for casuals. It just works in Japan because there's enough good players, but there's literally just not enough good players in the West. Without queue times, and Nintendo won't do queue times. So it's just not, like, better solo is just not happening. It's not even, like, mechanical skill, too. There's some players who literally don't know what to do. You have players like this fucking Dynamo who just rage quit and are worse than everyone else combined. Yeah, Dynamo, you're so good at this game. Thanks for rage quitting the first minute in, dude. This Dynamo got no kills and then rage quit and walked around and spawned. Like, who the hell? Like, come on, bro. You're just actually complete ass at this game. Hey, I wasn't AFK, he was walking around, not doing anything. Like, okay. Nice one. But there's so many people in solo who don't even know how to play the game. Like, you have special spammers, you have people who run forward, you have people who have no idea how to coordinate, you have people who drop into enemy ink, like, without a plan at all. You have people who don't coordinate specials, like, anything. There's just a complete lack of understanding of how to play the game at the highest rank. This is the top 1% of players. And they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, they just need to flick tower there. It's easy as shit. Hello. It's just annoying to see. So especially when you play weapons that are like coordination based, it's just absolute ass. And that's like not even going into the point system. Like, this point system doesn't care about matchmaking so much. They'll have matches where you can lose 70 points because they're that one-sided, or gain 0. Like, people can talk about this matchmaking system and justify it because of what? The low wait time, but it's like, it's not hard to make a queue system with low wait times. You just throw the whole idea of rank out the window and you can make queue times pathetically low. There has to be a balance of that at some point. Yeah, there's no way this is still the top 1% because losing rank X is incredibly hard, and getting into it is something you'll just do by playing enough. Like, there's no way it's probably closer to at least 3 to 5%. 3 is a low estimate. We all elitist here? It's not being elitist. Nothing about this is elitist. It's not good for other players, too. Like, you think it's bad for me because I'm playing them at the top? Like, dude, if you're a player who doesn't know how to play this game and then you get thrown in with top 500 people, it's not going to be fun for you either. I've seen plenty of players who are, like, not good at the game getting complained about on Twitter by other people. And then they'll respond just saying, sorry, I'm doing my best, I'm just not as good. It's not their fault they're being matched with players that good. They're not going to learn as much from playing against players that good either. So it sucks for the people on both sides. If you're not good enough, it feels like there's nothing you can do and you're gonna get complained about for trying your best. And if you're too good, you're gonna lose a ton of games because of just how the teams are and getting unlucky. Nobody wins. Like, anyone who actually cares about rank, on either side of the skill gap will not win. It's not elite at all. It's literally bad for both sides. Like, top players will complain more about it, but that's more just them having the loudest voices because they have more following. It's not like people who are lower skill and don't like solo don't complain about it. They just aren't hurt as much as top players. They're still there. It's just insulting because the first game got it right. The first game had a pretty good ranking system, even if you take out fucking... Even if you have regional matchmaking, which it didn't have in the first game, it will still be a way better system. Because the point gain ratio is consistent enough to where you actually have to work to get and hold ranks. They overhauled the system for this game because a lot of people complain about the rank system being too hard. But that's the whole fucking point. Like, it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be you have to get better to get to the next rank. Not you just get there by playing enough regardless of if you make improvements. Would you like to propose a skill-based matchmaking or perhaps a revamp to the system itself? Sure, 1 second. Throw tower, please throw tower. Don't get off it! Why? Why do you get off? Oh my god. I would have been able to keep the time going. Make it so that... Okay, first, make it so you can lose rank X. Like, if you want to just keep the rank X system, like, if you want to keep the rank system, the bar system's kind of broken, but get rid of the concept of the OK bar as a whole, and it's passable. Just get rid of the OK bar entirely. Or have it so if you get past the OK bar, your rank resets all the way to the start of that rank, but not back to the OK bar. That's way too broken, and basically is how you don't lose ranks. Rank X... Besides the point system can work fine if the matchmaking was better, so the overall points gain and loss is, like, fine if you overhaul it. Have it so that you lose rank X at 1900, no below, not 1900. 1900 is airing power lobbies. 2000. When you drop below 2000 X power, you lose your rank. Not below 1900 and then lose a game, you lose it after 2000 X power. Then have it so rank X matchmaking has it so that you can only match within people of plus or minus 200 of your X power. So if I'm 2400, the lobby has to be filled within people at a minimum of 2200 and a maximum of 2600. You can either have it so that it will slowly reduce the ping that you have to be in so you can be matched with people of further regions to fill the lobby faster, or have higher wait times. I think personally reducing the region that you can be in is better, so you can match with people that are slightly further away from you than normal is easier, and it keeps the wait time shorter without making it completely region-free matchmaking. And then also when the teams are matched, the X power of both teams should be very close to each other. It should not be one-sided enough so that a team can barely win any points or lose a fuck ton of points. The gain and loss should be fairly consistent to each other. There you go. There's like 5 changes and this entire rank system is good. But it's like the problem is not just it's elitist, it's like bad for both sides. And then the other thing that it does that people don't really talk about is it makes it harder for players who aren't like competitive or anything to learn the game and actually get better at it. The rank system in many games, just by grinding and getting better at the rank system, will make you better at the game. And to some extent, this game teaches you that too. But compared to other games with better rank system, you learn so much less from the ranks in this game. Like, harsher ranking systems, you really have to learn to rank up. So ranking serves a kind of indirect process of teaching people how to play the game to some extent. And a lot of people in this game don't know how to play it because they can play it wrong and still get to rank X, so they never think to change or optimize their strategy or think of how they're doing wrong. It's only when these players get into competitive where that starts to become a thing. And even then, people in competitive can be pretty bad at finding out their own issues and figuring out what they need to change. Like, a lot of people have a very hard time improving at the game. And it's because of the game doesn't lend itself to a way where people have to learn it. Like, nothing in solo queue encourages special coordination, and that's an aspect of the game that's important. So it's like, if nothing will directly teach you to, hey, wait for your opponents, wait for your team to use specials or push together or anything like that, there's no reward system and there's no VC, so it's like hard to tell like what you're supposed to do. Look at this game. This game is so one-sided that despite the fact that we have a disconnected player, we are winning for 2 minutes almost. We're literally in a 3 versus 4 situation, and we are still winning. Because my team is way less balanced than their team. You're not very good at the game, you're getting better, that's fine. You don't have to be really good, you'll get better if you keep playing it. I just wish your rank system was better because it would make the process for everyday people to improve easier. The good news is this community does have resources out there. There's stuff like the Academy where literally some of the best players will give advice in weapon chats. Even if not that often, but there'll still be like fairly knowledgeable players with weapons giving tips. There's a good amount of people out there who like care about the growth of the community. There's a lot of tournaments for lower level teams and players. But for the average player, finding competitive resources isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. And there's no like Nintendo pointing you to any competitive thing besides advertising their own tournaments. But often it's like, yeah, go to Academy to get tips. Like the average solo queue player has no idea what Academy is. Has no idea how to get there, they might not have Discord, they might not have any of it. Look at this game, we have a push to 9. We have a push to 9 right now, in a 3 versus 4. So 2 is team coordination? Yeah. You basically have to talk to people on Discord and like try to get people to play through them. It's like solo you can't learn any form of team coordination because unless if you get like high level JP lobbies where people are good enough to know how to do that, you're not gonna see it. Like, it's not apparent almost at all in NA solo. Like look at this team. This guy reigned when he was gonna die and had no one with him. The fight was lost and he still committed his entire special. Nah, don't worry, I'll read it. I just need to finish the game first. This guy's Stingraying with his team not ready to push in, and there's no one with him. There's no special coordination happening right now, even though they need to push. It's not much better on our defensive side either. We're not farming specials in defense. We're just outslaying them because our team is better. P-Tech is being smart, but he's not going to get the point. And no one's jumping to him, despite the fact that he's a really good jump. Yeah, I mean, it just sucks for both sides. It's like, there's no winners here. Alright, we should win here. All they have is Jet right now, and they just used it. And his Jet's dead. There we go. I mean, look at that game. That was dominant from our team. And it's a 3v4. Like, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even a close game. Like, why are these matches that are able to happen? How many points would we get? 9. There you go. Correct me if I'm wrong, when you said rank for the first time doesn't start your hidden power at around 1,000. If C- is the power of 1,000, you basically start with X power of 2,000. So the difference of 1,000, when people in rank X, you got to 3,000 before, which is the same as different. Okay, but the power system isn't exactly the same with hidden ranks, so it's kind of complicated for that. I'm not sure on the exacts, but it's not, like, directly comparable. It's kind of hard to explain about it, though. I don't know specifics. It's just not that simple. I'll probably stop soon. I'm getting kind of tired. It's been a long day for me. Yeah, for me as like a midline player, it's like I don't really get to practice supporting people that much outside of good lobbies, because most of the time I'm just solo slaying anyway. Even though this thing is meant to be so much of a crossfire that the thing runs QR. I didn't have any. He would have died there. Yeah, respawn point. Okay, that's the carbon. The carbon's gone now. Did I, like, climb up that with the baller explosion? Is that a thing? How the hell did that happen? Whoa, this Grim has fucking hops. That man is definitely disconnecting. Hi. Another day in frontline Explosher land. Nope, nope. I'm chasing him so far. Frontline in a way. Frontline in a way. Come here. Bro, they don't even get to drop. Look how far they're backed up to. What a game. Fucking spawn camping them with Explo. seriously determine the position of your enemies from a 0.01 second map peek? I'm looking in specific areas where I hit the slosh. It's not like I'm scanning the entire map. I'm just looking at the one location where my shot lands. And if my shot lands, it'll mark them.